Oh? Are you going to look for that Cumore guy by any chance?
Okay, auf die Idee bin ich natürlich nicht gekommen, einfach mal die Stadt zu verlassen. So, jetzt bin ich wieder fertig zum Aufnehmen. Okay, weiter geht's.
Nah, just going on a walk. Where were you?
Just out for a walk like you.
What you said to Estelle earlier hasn't been gnawing at you, has it?
What I said earlier.
Didn't you say some pretty harsh things to Estelle?
Oh, right. Sorry to beat you to the punch like that.
What? You didn't beat me to the punch on anything.
You were going to tell her the same thing that I did, weren't you?
What, you figured it out? You don't have to apologize for something like that.
All right.
So weren't you going off to look for Cumore after feeling bad about hurting Estelle with what you said?
No, I wasn't. You don't believe me?
You care for other people's feelings a lot more than you let on, I think.
No, not at all.
Well, whatever.
What about you? Aren't you going out to look for him?
I told you already, I'm just going for a walk.
Okay, dann muss ich jetzt wahrscheinlich zum anderen Ende und dann wird der Raven sein. Die Feuer auch da gerade. Hat ihn eben gesehen. Aber ja. Gut. Dass man die Karte extra verlassen muss, das hätte ich jetzt nicht erwartet. So. Hier war ich ja eben schon einmal. Ah, ernsthaft? Boah, in der letzten Ecke.
I can't believe we have to travel with you.
What, you ain't happy?
Well, I'm not exactly jumping for joy.
You're too glum. Lighten up. Didn't I stand together with you in the face of evil?
That was only because you had to. I still haven't forgotten about what you did at Nor Harbor.
You still remember that. Some people just don't know when to give up.
I'm not about to make a list of all your offenses. Saying that I'd rather not have your company on our trip is already more than enough.
Don't worry, don't worry. I'll be on my best behavior. I behaved myself at Cave Mock and Gasperos, didn't I?
Yeah, that sure would be nice.
What should worry you more is whether or not these old bones will be able to keep up with you youngins for much longer.
You plan on sticking with us until Estelle goes back to the castle?
The Don ordered me to keep an eye on the girl. I ain't got much choice in the matter.
Sounds like a tough job.
I wonder if I could hand her over to the Imperial Knights somewhere.
I can see it in your eyes, old man. You're thinking bad thoughts again.
Nah, not at all.
Well, it's really too bad that you're going to be traveling with us, but might as well make the best of it.
What do you mean, really too bad? Well, whatever. Anyway, Raven the Great is going back to the inn. Later, boy.
Okay, dann müsste ich jetzt eigentlich alle gesammelt haben. Puh. Richtiges Versteckspiel hier, ey. So. Viruswaffe einfach größer ist als ein Kopf. Ja. Dann sollten jetzt alle im Gasthaus sein, hoffe ich jetzt mal. Hier geht es weiter. Moment, Judy stand glaube ich noch. Stand hier noch hier in der Ecke. Du musst ja auch reinkommen. Hä? Was musst du denn jetzt machen? Jetzt habe ich doch alle eingesammelt, oder nicht? Ja, Wurf. Ah, okay. Ja, gut.
Ready to go?
What should we do about Rita? That one has her own matters to attend to.
That sounds about right.
So, first to the harbor and then find a boat? Huh? You mean...
Are you coming too?
Yeah.
Wasn't there something you had to go do?
You were going to investigate the air craner, weren't you?
It turns out the one at Cave Mock the Commandant asked me to look into has already been researched. I hadn't really made up my mind about which route to take to research the others.
So you'll be using us to help with your investigations?
Well, there's no guarantee I won't run into trouble like back at Heliord. Anyway, it'll be safer for me this way than going alone.
Ja, die will doch nur ihre Freunde nicht alleine lassen.
Nice to see your glowing personality hasn't changed.
This means we'll be able to travel together again. I'm so happy.
Yeah, well, you know, it's no big deal. Anyway, we were going to the harbor, right?
To be young again, I tell you.
You got something you want to say?
Whoa! Down, girl!
To the harbor, then.
Wie alt ist Raven denn? Der ist doch nicht so alt. Die tun ja immer so, als ob das schon in Erinnerung alt wäre.
The two barrier blastia of this city and Nor Harbor were originally a single blastia.
Did you read that in one of your books back in the castle?
Yes, actually there were 3 pieces. The last piece sunk in the sea between the 2 cities.
I wonder if you could raise that Blastia, and if you sold it, you could live like a king forever.
The Empire would have already done it if they could. Any idiot could come up with that idea.
You don't have to be mean about it.
Waren hier vorher nicht. Okay. Dann gehen wir erstmal speichern. Da müssen uns ein Boot wohl, ne? Der hat irgendwas ein Boot geklaut. So wär's in der Party. Okay. Yuri und die 3 Mädels. Achso, jetzt gibt's ja auch Nebenquests. Wie seltsam. Was ist denn los? Die Schagottenblume öffnet sich eigentlich sonst nur in der Regenzeit. Aber seht, sie steht in voller Blüte. Ich sehe da keine Blüte. Achso, das ist da unten, dieses rote Pünktchen. Okay, das klingt seltsam. Nicht wahr? Ich frage mich, ob jemand hier war und den Boden bewässert hat oder so. Ist nicht so schlimm. Würde das ausreichen, um die Blumen zu lassen? Eine andere Ursache für eine frühe Blüte wäre ein Ungleichgewicht in der Erde. Es ist im Moment eh überall, oder? Du meinst, dass dieser Ort... Nein. Selbst wenn ich recht habe, kann so ein Ungleichgewicht bisweilen auch auf natürliche Weise auftreten. Pflanzen sind Veränderungen in der Erde gegenüber empfindlicher als Menschen und sie reagieren entsprechend darauf. Was in Heliod passiert ist, darf sich hier nicht wiederholen. Was um? Judy? Das Aeroblastia des Lagers ist. Ich kann nicht glauben, dass der Drachenfreak es wieder tun. Ich werde nass. Ja, das war Judy. Rita, der Drachenfreak. Was soll denn die Aufregung? Was? Das was kann ich tun? Ich verweigere die Aussage. Natürlich war die das, oder? Es war schrecklich. Ich konnte nichts mehr ausrichten. Ich bedauere deinen Verlust. Wenn ich noch einmal sehe, boxe ich in die Stratosphäre, dämlicher Drachenfreak. Mensch, das ist beängstigend. Ich weiß ja nicht, was du damit bezweckst, aber damit bereite ich doch niemanden von euch irgendwelche Probleme, oder? Ich sagte es bereits. Ich würde nie etwas tun, was einem von euch Schaden zufügen könnte. Na, ich weiß nicht, Judy. Warum macht sie das? Und warum ist das gerade passiert? Ihr wollt zu der Katze. Oh, Mann.
Oh, Yoder!
Ach, der andere Prinz.
Oh, it's you all. We meet again.
So what's a successor to the Imperial throne doing in a place like this?
I've been working with the Dawn to officially seal our Treaty of Friendship.
Is it going well?
Well, I wish I could say it were going better.
I can imagine. That Heracles monstrosity kinda made the Union really not like the Empire.
Yes. And now, prominent members of the Empire are voicing their doubts regarding the Friendship Treaty.
The conditions the Dawn gave the Empire were for a treaty of equality, after all.
And they are certainly not on equal footing with something like that.
Yes. Had I known about Heracles beforehand, I could have stopped them, but...
You didn't know about that thing? You're in line to be Emperor.
I know, but I have no authority over the Imperial Knights.
The Imperial Knights act on orders from the Emperor alone. They do not report to anyone else.
Well then, it's easy. Just become Emperor.
You mean...
Becoming emperor isn't as simple as that.
Why not?
To ascend to the throne, one must possess the imperial treasure, Dane Nomos. But Dane Nomos went missing around the time of the Great War, 10 years ago.
Huh. So that's the real story why we still don't have an emperor.
And that's why Rago wanted to get his hands on Nomos.
What was that, Yuri?
Forget it, it's nothing.
Anyway, is it really okay for an Imperial candidate to be wandering the streets like this?
I was just on my way to Heliord.
Ah, that is closer to Dongres than this place is. Negotiations would probably go smoother there.
I believe so too.
Master Yoder, we should be off.
If you'll please excuse me.
Da kann Estelle ja auch eigentlich diesen Dein Nomos finden. Oder? Ich muss ja bestimmt mit dem Typen sprechen. Das ist der Bootsverkäufer. Oder auch nicht.
Against that many? You've got to be crazy!
I wouldn't do that even if I had 9 lives.
What's going on?
Halt! If you won't do the work I've paid you for, then I want my money back. Add the indigo beasts to the blacklisted guilds.
Haben wir die nicht schon mal gesehen? Also ziemlich am Anfang, als wir gerade die Hauptstadt verlassen hatten? Da war die in diesem Einstützpunkt, meine ich.
Yes, Madam President.
Oder? Vertue ich mich da jetzt?
Isn't that the woman we met at Dadenhold?
Ja, genau.
Yeah, that's her all right.
Why do you guys know her?
We just met her once a while back. Is she a friend of yours?
I wouldn't say I know her. She's the president of Fortune's Market, one of the 5 master guilds.
In other words, she's one of the top dogs at the Union.
Hey, I just got an idea!
What's up, Carol?
Maybe she could get a boat for us to take across to Desier.
Ich glaube, die sah gerade nicht so erfreut aus. Mit die Wächter, ne? Du stehst im Weg. Hä? Wo war die denn jetzt? Da. Dass sie so weit wegstehen müssen. Zumindest nicht so.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Yuri Lowell, you've come at just the right time.
Huh, I guess those wanted posters really do work.
Listen, I've got a job that would be just perfect for you.
Hard labor, huh?
I like a man who can cut to the chase. As you may have heard, schools of mermen often attack cargo ships at this time of year.
Huh? But I thought there was another guild that always served as your escort.
It seems the leader of the mercenary guild I hire passed away suddenly, so they aren't available. The other Guardian guild simply has no backbone. I don't know what to do.
What was the name of that Guardian guild you mentioned?
The Blood Alliance.
Gee, I wonder what could have happened to them.
You're all as guilty as I am. Hate to disappoint you, but we're in the middle of something right now, so see you around.
Wait, Yuri, what about the boat?
Did you say boat?
We've made a guild of our own.
We're called Brave Vesperia.
That's a wonderful name. Well then, shall we talk business? Mutual gain is one of the basics of all business, you know. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Sorry, but like I said, we're in the middle of a job. We can't take on anything else right now.
We won't call it business then. Let's just say we'll cooperate as 2 guilds helping each other out. That way we won't be going against any guild principles. There are various incentives for getting along with me, you know.
Well...
All right, we can talk, but we need to go to Nordopolica. We can't afford any detours.
Fine with me. The mermen are only a problem in the waters near here. As long as I get to another port, I'm good. Once we arrive, I won't have any trouble making arrangements with another ship.
Wow, she means business.
So, do we have a deal?
I have the sinking feeling we just got tricked into something.
Fortune's Market isn't known as the best group of salesmen under the sun for nothing.
This isn't so bad. Now we have a way to cross over to Desier.
I'll even throw in a bonus for all of you.
Bonus? What do you mean?
If we arrive safely in Nordopolica, I'll give you the boat we used to get there.
Ja, ist klar.
Really?
The boat looks pretty beat up, but it's still a good deal.
Right?
So these mermen must be pretty tough customers if you're willing to part with the boat.
I'll leave that to your imagination.
You figured as much.
Marvelous. We have a contract then. Now that we've settled the details, I'd like you to get to work right away. Just let me know when you've made your preparations.
Ja, sind geheilt. Haben ordentlich Apfelgummi. Ich würde sagen, ich speichere. Hier kann ich nicht speichern. Ja, dann probieren wir es einfach aus, ne? Bist du bereit? Ja. Ich kann auf dem Boot speichern. Das sieht echt cool aus. Das kriegen wir einfach geschenkt. Das ist krass.
This is the Fiertia. She'll be your ship as soon as you've escorted her to Nordopolica. And this man is Tokunaga of Gull's Song, a maritime guild affiliated with Fortune's Market.
I'm Tokunaga. Very nice to meet you.
He's only on board for this voyage, so next time be sure to hire your own pilot. We're not in a hurry, but these are important negotiations, so I really appreciate the help.
What is the ship's cargo?
That's confidential information.
It's nothing we should be worried about, is it?
Relax. We've got it covered. All right. Head towards Nordopolica. Go directly southwest from Torum Harbor and you'll see the Desir continent.
Moment, musst du selber steuern? Südwestlich.
Nordopolica is at the eastern edge.
I hope you won't mind if I go over the Fiertia's controls for you.
Nein, du musst selber steuern.
You can only disembark from the ship where you see a dock, a port, or a beach. You won't be able to get onto land where there are cliffs. Of course, the ship can't pass over rocks, but you'll also have to keep her out of the shallows around islands. You might be able to take her into some rivers, if they're deep enough. However, if there's a bridge spanning the river, you won't be able to take her under.
Oh, damit habe ich jetzt echt nicht gerechnet. Okay, also, Linkensteuer kurz bewegen, Kamera steuern. So, ein Gott. Navigationskarte. Kamera drehen. Okay.
And that's about it.
Oh mein Gott, ich bin gespannt. Okay, da habe ich jetzt nicht gerechnet, dass man... Wow, Hilfe? Warte, wie? Wo muss ich denn jetzt hin? Erstmal Plotterei.
We just started out and we're already working with one of the 5 master guilds. This is good.
Yeah, you're one step closer to making your dream a reality, Carol. Aren't you happy?
You talking to the kid? He's over there mumbling about something.
Merman. The first thing had to be Merman. Brave Vesperia has some bad luck. What's the president of Fortune's Market gonna think of us if we fail? This is bad. This is so bad.
I don't think he's very happy. He's just being careful, that's all.
That's not being careful. That's running and hiding.
Südwesten muss ich hinfahren. Ich bin verwirrt. Also, hier hin, oder?
It'll be nice if we don't run into the mermen, won't it?
That's pretty wishful thinking.
You're quite the pessimist for your age, girlie.
I'm just a realist.
Anyway, thanks for your help. Looks like we're gonna make it there on time.
Yeah, Leviathan's Claw was going to beat us there if we hadn't found an escort for the ship.
Leviathan's Claw, huh? That's a name I seem to be hearing a lot lately.
Oh? They're the guild that's specializing in sales of Hopeland Blastia.
Oh, that explains the situation in Heliord.
Lately, they've been trying to steal our clients from us. If we weren't able to cross the sea, they would have swiped up another one of our major customers.
Still, you can't help but wonder where those slime balls are getting their products from.
Wahrscheinlich klauen wir die.
Indeed. Hopeland Blastia isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world to get one's hands on.
You don't think the Empire is behind this? No, that couldn't be. It's mages that are supervising the Blastia distribution.
Ah, Huh, right on time.
Everyone, be careful!
Der Steuermann sieht schon richtig cool aus. Mit seinem Tattoo da. Okay. Jetzt müssen wir gegen Mehrmänner kämpfen.
The world's spinning. I think I'm getting seasick.
Ach, ist wieder diese Piratin, wer ist Patty oder so?
Did that monster just say something?
That voice sounds familiar.
Well, well, aren't you a chatty monster?
Das war doch Patty, oder?
What a pain! They're everywhere.
Erstmal magisches Auge.
This is
Level 46. Ich glaube mittlerweile sind wir
fun.
Level, oder? Welches Level haben wir eigentlich?
Alright.
Hatten die Feuer als Schwäche oder als... Okay, als Schwäche. Dann muss ich aber eben kurz... Ich meine... Was hatte ich denn bei ihr ausgemacht? Okay, das ist ja alles gut. Das ist aber alles gut. Rita, bei Rita kann ich Wasser ausmachen, weil die Wasser als... Ja, okay. Dann ist alles gut.
Crushing Eagle!
Sorry, thanks.
Oh, power that tries soul shine. New moon blade.
Not bad.
Flickering blade isn't done yet. Open angels grant us your favor. Like this. Blocks our we're not done yet. Deal with this month's land. I just can't hold back.
Des Meermanns.
You're true to your reputation. I was right to bring you along.
I tell you, brave Vesperia doesn't have any shame in working an old man down to the bone. Even while I'm looking for Apatheia and doing all sorts of other things.
Apatheia? Isn't that what you were looking for back in Nor Harbor?
That's right.
That's nothing but a fairy tale. I researched it a while back, but eventually I realized that there's simply no way it can theoretically exist.
I'm well aware people think it's a fairy tale.
Why are you looking for it?
Well, because the Don told me to.
It's still alive.
Das ist schon sehr unlogisch, wenn die da jetzt so rauskommt.
Patty! Well, that was a pleasant voyage.
Can you really call it a voyage when you're in a monster's belly?
What are you doing all the way out here? I was hunting for treasure when I fell into the ocean, but a nice monster came to play with me.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't become part of a complete breakfast.
This is all well and good, but can we get the ship back on course?
Yeah, sure.
Ah!
Noch mehr Seemänner. Meermänner.
So that wasn't all of them.
I've healed him, but he should still rest for a while.
Well, this is a real problem. I don't suppose any of you know how to pilot a ship.
I can do it.
Ach, das
Patty,
wird
you
unsere
can?
Steuerfrau, wenn wir dann demnächst das Boot für uns haben.
If you're gonna travel around the world, you'd better be able to at least pilot a ship.
Then I'd like to ask you to be in charge of piloting this vessel.
You gotta be kidding me.
Ah, of course. We've made much better time than I thought. We could even afford to make a side trip or two.
Yeah.
I'll leave the course up to you.
With a ship, we can go practically anywhere we want.
Estelle, I know you want to look for Pharaoh, but don't you think we have more important things to do for the moment?
Do you think?
I'll do what I want. Don't worry about me.
We just started our guild. We should err on the safe side, don't you think, Carol?
Yeah.
All right. Then feel free to give me directions about our course.
Oh. Okay. Ich würde sagen, dann... Ich kann nicht speichern. Nein! Okay, dann spielen wir weiter. Wir sollten ja irgendwie... Was du fest oder so? Keine Ahnung. Irgendwie müsste ja theoretisch dann der Kontinent kommen, so wie sie das angehört hat, ne?
The fog's gotten awfully thick.
Yeah, it's creeping me out.
Fog like this is usually a sign something bad's about to happen.
Knock it off!
Talk like that long enough and something bad will happen.
Hey, front! I mean bow!
We're going to hit them.
Was ist da los? Ist das ein Geisterschiff oder was ist das?
What is that? That's an old ship. I've never seen that type before.
I think it says the Atherum.
Das sieht ja richtig cool aus. Das Geisterschiff. Atherum. Das erinnert mich gerade so ein bisschen an Fluch der Karibik.
That's weird. There's no sign of people.
It's like... it's calling to us.
No way! Come on! Get the Fiertia going!
No can do. I don't know why, but the Ceres Blastia ain't responding at all.
What do you mean? What the hell is wrong with it?
You think this thing's the problem?
Ooh, maybe it's a cursed ghost ship.
You don't really think so, do you?
Why don't we go take a look? It'll be fun. I love this sort of thing.
What?
Well, we don't know what's wrong with the Blastia. We gotta go take a look.
Are you planning on just leaving the Fiertia like this?
All right, why don't 4 of us go investigate while the rest stay here and keep watch?
That should be fine.
Okay, so repeat and I'll go. And who's the third person?
Ist der?
I'm not going. No way!
Yuri, why don't you decide?
Gotcha.
Okay, jetzt muss ich eine Gruppe zusammenstellen, oder?
You need to think about balance when splitting the party. Understand? The ship could also be attacked by monsters at any time.
Okay, ich glaube, dass die Entscheidung behalte ich mir für die nächste Folge vor. Das ist schon ein bisschen tricky jetzt zu überlegen. Aber ja, dann sehen wir uns in 2 Tagen wieder zur nächsten Folge. Bis dann. Tja.